June 1944. On the southern coast of Britain, an extraordinary silence hangs over the largest invasion force the world has ever known. Ships stretch across the horizon, rows of vehicles fill open fields, and thousands of soldiers move with focused determination. These are the final hours before Operation Overlord, the daring Allied plan to break Hitler's grip on Western Europe. The grainy, black-and-white footage captures the weight of history in motion. Every face, every crate, every ship preparing to depart speaks of a mission that will decide the fate of millions. Inside command rooms, Allied officers study vast maps spread across tables. Each symbol represents a German fortification, each line a landing route. Eisenhower, steady and composed, listens as planners outline the dangers: rough seas, strong tides, heavily fortified beaches, and enemy reinforcements waiting just beyond the shoreline. The decision ahead is monumental. The armies of Britain, America, and Canada have trained for this day for months, yet so much depends on the weather, timing, and the unpredictable chaos of war. Still, there is no turning back. Europe cannot be freed without a bold strike across the Channel. The film cuts to a stark contrast. The German Atlantic Wall, concrete bunkers stare out across the sea like silent predators. Mines are hidden under sand, thick coils of barbed wire stretch endlessly across the shoreline, steel obstacles protrude from the beaches, ready to rip apart landing craft at high tide. Artillery is positioned to rain fire on any attacker. This is Hitler's fortress, a defensive line meant to be unbreakable. As Allied reconnaissance cameras sweep across these structures, they reveal the near impossible challenge waiting for the men who will soon land on those shores. Back in Britain, preparation continues at full speed. Troops participate in vigorous training, storming mock beaches and practicing landings. Engineers construct portable harbors, supply officers load mountains of equipment, and mechanics tune engines for the long journey ahead. Airborne divisions rehearse parachute drops in the countryside. Waves of aircraft lift off and land in tight formation, the air trembling with the sound of engines. Tanks crawl across muddy fields. Artillery rolls into position, and every corner of southern England transforms into a living, breathing machine of war. The scale is immense. Hundreds of thousands of men, thousands of ships, and a staggering flow of supplies, all moving with one purpose. In the final hours before departure, soldiers gather at docks and board their assigned ships. Some laugh and try to hide their nerves. Others pause to write a last letter home. Many stare quietly at the water, absorbing the reality of what lies ahead. Munitions are loaded, vehicles are secured, and officers check and double-check their orders. When the weather unexpectedly worsens, the entire operation hangs in the balance. But meteorologists forecast a short window of clear skies. Eisenhower makes the final call, "Okay, we'll go." Those words set the greatest military operation of the 20th century into motion. Night falls, and the armada begins to move. Ship after ship slips out of the harbor and forms long, wavering lines across the channel. The calm water reflects their faint lights, creating a ghostly procession stretching toward France. In the air, transport planes roar overhead, carrying airborne units toward their drop zones behind enemy lines. Paratroopers tighten their straps, check their gear, and brace for the jump. When the green light flashes, thousands leap into the darkness, drifting across enemy territory with one mission: disrupt German defenses and secure vital positions before dawn. As the first light of June 6th breaks across the horizon, the invasion reaches its climax. The shoreline of Normandy appears through the morning haze. Landing craft plow through the rough surf, each one packed with soldiers who grip their rifles and steady themselves as artillery booms in the distance. Naval guns unleash massive bombardments, sending plumes of smoke and sand into the air. The closer the boats get, the faster the German defenses awaken. Tracers streak across the water. Explosions erupt around the craft. The men brace themselves for the impact. When the ramps drop, chaos erupts. At Omaha Beach, machine gun fire cuts through the waves as soldiers struggle to reach land. Some fall instantly, others wade through the water, fighting the pull of the tide and the weight of their equipment. Bodies scatter along the shore as units try to organize under relentless fire. Medics rush from one wounded man to another, risking their lives with each step. The brutality of this moment is etched into every frame of the footage. But slowly, courage begins to overcome chaos. Small groups push forward, crawling through sand, hiding behind obstacles, cutting through wire, and targeting German positions. Tanks begin to reach the beach, rolling over barriers and providing desperately needed support. Engineers clear mines and blow gaps in defenses. Step by step, the seemingly impossible begins to happen. The Atlantic Wall starts to crack. As reinforcements continue to land, the tide of the battle turns. Paratroopers regroup inland, securing villages and crossroads. Gliders crash land in fields, but deliver troops where they are needed most. Aircraft roar overhead, providing support to units pushing inland. By late afternoon, the beachheads expand. The Allies gain a foothold, not large, not secure, but enough to open a path into France, enough to change the course of the war. The final scenes show the scale of what has been achieved. Endless streams of men and supplies come ashore. Wounded soldiers are carried to safety, officers establish new lines, radios crackle with updates, and the ground trembles as more units push forward. From these narrow strips of sand will rise the liberation of an entire continent. D-Day did not win the war in a single day, but it began the unstoppable momentum that would bring Nazi Germany to defeat.